Hello everybody, today is Saturday, August 15th, 2009, and this is your weekly Zero News Update. Just want to follow up briefly to the video I released last weekend, Saturday, August 8th, regarding the swine flu vaccination and the forced injection program that our United States government is planning to impose on its citizens. If the swine flu vaccine, as created or as released right now, is everything that our government wants us to believe it is, our own elected officials should be clamoring to be first in line to receive it. Show me my elected officials receiving these injections from the same mass dispensing clinics that they want to herd the rest of us through, and maybe I will reconsider my position on taking this vaccine. Until then, over my dead body, I will not take these injections one moment sooner. So, to my elected officials, I say, lead the way. And if you don't, count me out. That's all I have to say about that. Last night, I had the pleasure of being at Mohegan Sun Arena with my oldest daughter to see Jeff Dunham in person. For those of you who have never heard of Jeff Dunham, look him up on YouTube. And those of you who have heard of Jeff Dunham, and if you ever have the opportunity to see him in person, by all means, you got to do it. He is funny, and you will never regret going. One of my favorite comedians of all time, for certain. Now, back to business. Some of you have wondered, have been asking me, when are you going to get back to HHO? Well, it's not just about HHO, it's about alternative energy. So, let me show you what I have on tap for this weekend. I'm going to maximize this right here. Alright. This is a Lehr propane-powered 25cc 4-stroke engine that I picked up at Home Depot a couple weeks ago. And you can see I've already stripped off the trimmer head and the drive shaft. And in this next picture, this is what the engine looks like without the plastic shroud. The plastic shroud there basically serves as a mechanism for directing the airflow around the cylinder head and out the back. In the foreground you see the muffler and you see the recoil pull starter, and I will be retrofitting this with my HHO generator and hopefully producing enough HHO to at least run this small 4-stroke engine. Like I said, it is a propane powered device, and as such it has a propane regulator and a propane carburetor, which converts I'm told, very easily to HHO. We'll see. I'm pretty excited about that one. Here is the test rig that many of you saw at Waldorf, Maryland. I plan to pull this out and do some work on that this weekend as well. In this photo right here, you see a retrofitted carburetor that has a different type of mixture adjustment screw. This was sent to me by Hydrojack, a fellow Connecticut resident, so thank you very much for that. And all I need to do now is fit the bottom of that carburetor with a canister that will hold a fixed amount of gasoline, and hopefully I'll be able to complete my runtime tests and collect the data that I have been promising for so long. In this photo here, you'll see my original electrolyzer tank that I created for the S-Cell that was posted by Ironhead at overunity.com, where I first got my start in all of this. But you'll notice I have changed it around quite a bit, and you'll only see 2 plates in solution. I'm going to be using this to go back to the basics and study the effects of different electrolytes and different plate materials, as well as different plate voltages, pulse width modulator frequencies, etc., and I will be filming it all. So hopefully I'll be able to shed some light on the process of electrolysis and how to get the most efficient hydrogen production out of our electrolyzers. EBN has announced this week that their 6-inch dry cell as well as the 8-inch dry cell kits are now available and shipping. We have quite a large number ready to ship. So if you've been waiting to place your order for an EBN stacked wet cell, which some people call a dry cell, by all means, they are available now. You can get them at altenergy.org as well as several other popular websites that are resellers for the EBN line of products. Also this week, one of our members from the Energy Builders Network, Pulse Fuel Nerd, announced that he is nearing completion of his rhombic drive Stirling engine prototype. If you look in this picture, you'll see he's made quite a lot of progress, and if you watch this YouTube video, you're going to be quite amazed at how this thing operates. I am very, very anxious to see this thing in operation, and I am sure he is very excited to get this thing working. Lastly, the Energy Builders Network this past week on the Smart Scarecrow Ustream live broadcast announced the release of their Arduino-based HHO system controller. This device has been created and is intended to compete directly with the Hydroxy Technologies VMU, which, as many of you have come to find out, doesn't exactly work as advertised. Just talk to George Papp over at Mileage Seekers HHO about his experience with the VMU. He's not a happy guy, and one thing I can tell you about this particular unit, it will work as advertised. That is one thing I am certain of anything that comes out of EBN. So that's it for now. I hope you get a lot done in the garage this weekend, and wish me luck. I want to wish everybody well. Peace.